gosh. I think, is it edge management? Is it edge? Hey guys, it's Noelle. Hope you all having a great Thursday. We are going to be talking today about the world-renowned acting program called Break into Hollywood Studios. Now, before we even get started, I was not paid for this review. This is strictly my opinion, my experience, and what I learned. And I saw that there wasn't any other YouTube videos giving a review of this program, so I figured I'll be the first. And I just kind of want to give you guys my opinion, what I learned, if I think it's worth it. I'm going to give you guys all the deets about what you'll do, what you'll get out of it, if you should do it, if you shouldn't do it, and yeah, we will cover everything. So it's going to be a good one. So get yourself some tea. I'm drinking my throat coat because I just finished a voice lesson. And now we're going to get to talking. All right, so if you grabbed your tea or water or your coffee, we're all good to go. I love reading the quotes on the tea bags. This one is "Are not flowers the stars of the earth" by Clara Lucas Balfour. I love these quotes. I think they're just so beautiful, and they kind of just humble you back down and kind of just recenter you and bring you back down to earth. So as I had mentioned earlier, the name of this acting program is called Break into Hollywood Studios. It is both an acting class, an intensive, a showcase. There's many, many parts to it. And honestly, it is everything that an actor is looking for. Because not only are you going to learn and get to show your skills, you're also going to get to perform in front of industry professionals. Break into Hollywood Studios, I think, was started about 20 to 25 years ago. It was an acting program that was designed to help artists break into Hollywood, which those who are in the industry know it is not easy to do. It, honestly, in my opinion, is one of the hardest careers out there for multiple reasons. So the program was started by a wonderful woman named Stephanie Polanco. She goes by the GOO, which stands for Goddess of Opportunities. She's amazing. She literally will help you so much in this program. It's honestly just to die for. She has an assistant that also helps her. He is also the acting coach and kind of like the MC of the class, if you will. He's super fun, and his name is John Brantley Cole Jr. So I'm assuming that the reason you clicked on this link today is because you are deciding whether or not you should be taking the Break into Hollywood course. There are a lot of factors that go into this. It is not an easy decision for a lot of reasons, but I will tell you my personal experience. I did it and I do not regret it. I found new representation through the program, which we will touch upon later. I met some amazing people. I learned really great things, and it was even just really nice to kind of brush up on the things I already knew, but just it was a refresher course to be like, oh, don't forget to do that, or ooh, I should be doing that. So it was just really nice to kind of give myself that little refresher course. The two of them work together throughout the intensive, and you will learn so much. So we're going to start breaking down about how I found out about them, how I discovered their talent program, and all the amazing opportunities it will offer you. So I want to say it was January of 2021. I was on Instagram one day and an ad came up, and I saw it was for this acting program called Break into Hollywood Studios. I've never heard of it before, but the thing that I did notice was that they had a lot of recognizable names that they claimed that they'd help start the career of. So right away, that's both a good thing to me and a bad thing, because it could be a little bit of a red flag that they're just dropping names, meaning that they're trying to just rope you in because they know by you seeing those well-known celebrity names that that'll get you to sign up. But on the other hand, it could not be true, and that's not cool either, because then they're misinforming you. So I wasn't sure what was true, what wasn't. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to look them up on Google, as one does, and I decided to find out as much information about them as possible. So I went on their website, and it was very easy to find. It was very easy to navigate through. There were a few videos explaining what they do and who they are and how they founded the company and whatnot, and who they helped start the careers of. I was able to find a few Google reviews, and for the most part, they were pretty positive. There were a few mixed ones saying, like, it's a ripoff, it's a waste of your time. I will preface with saying this, guys. People that are new to this career, they think because it's this break into Hollywood studios that if they take this course, they're going to automatically be a celebrity and be just winning their academy in a month. No. It is a class and a showcase and an intensive, but that will only get you so far. You have to put in the work, and there's so much more to it, which we will also get into. So the reviews were pretty good. They were mixed, but like I said, you take it with a grain of salt. I was just kind of getting a vibe of what it was about and, if they were legit and if people liked them. They also had an Instagram account. They weren't just running ads on Instagram, so that I really liked. And I started watching videos of their success stories. And as I saw, there were quite a few success stories. I was like, okay, all right, this is legit, and they've really helped start some really great actors' careers. They helped start the career of Disney Channel stars, of someone that was on Orange is the New Black, many careers, and their list just keeps growing. I hope one day to be on that list of well-known celebrities, so it's really nice seeing these people that, started just where you are, just where you and I are, and they're up there at the top. So it is possible, but it takes a lot of hard work and dedication, and as I go into the details of this program, you can see all the steps necessary to do everything that you can do to get started. So what's really great about this program first is they have a Zoom introductory call. And basically it's just a giant web broadcast of everyone that signs up for the link, which I had done through Instagram, to just kind of give you an idea of what their program's about, what they do, how they will help you, and everything that you will be getting from it. So I figured, okay, no harm, no foul. I'll sign up. I want to see what it's about, if it's worth it. And that's it. There's no harm to it. So I say, you know what, if you're curious about something and you don't have to put any money out, and if you want to see if it would help your career, I say go for it. Because, you won't know unless you try, which I think is really, really a great message and a really great thing. So when I went to the webcast, they were super nice. They explained what we'd be learning and how much it was. So I'm not gonna lie, price is a little steep. The course does run at about $550. But before you go exiting this video, because I dropped the price already, I want you guys to know it is worth it. Okay, it is 4 days long, and not only is it a class, it's an intensive. So basically what I mean, the difference of that is in the class, they will be teaching you a bunch of information from your basics to how to self-tape, how to slate, how to get representation, how to do commercial read, scene scripts, everything, breaking down a script. It's great. And that's only just a few things. I haven't even listed everything yet, but I will as we go on. But not like only that, each class is about 3 hours long. And on top of that, there's a showcase at the end of the course. So when you think about it and you break down the prices in your head, guys, it's totally worth it. When you just try to get in front of an industry, a manager or an agent or a casting director alone, you're sometimes easily dropping over $300 for like a 2-hour session. I'm not joking. Literally go look it up. Everyone charges differently. There are unfortunately some programs that really take advantage of actors. There are some that charge like $15,000.
What?
Yes, you heard me right. $15,000. I'm not going to name names. You probably know who I'm talking about. A lot of people have been trying to expose them. I'm sorry, that's disgusting, and you're really taking advantage of actors. And the other thing I don't like is that they will name drop. And I'm not even certain they really helped start those actors' careers or singers or dancers. I don't think they did. Because as I have built my relationships throughout the industry, I've heard different stories of how these actors that they supposedly started the careers of, how they actually got started. So that's a little bit alarming to me. So stay away from those kind of programs. Coming back to our program, it is worth it. The price is reasonable, the amount of material you will learn is amazing, and the connections you make will not be forgotten. So I took the deep dive, I signed up, and I was so excited because I was just so excited to really just refresh my skills and to kind of just, I felt because it was January, I just needed a fresh start. I wanted to get new representation. I wanted to really make my mark in the world, you know, coming out of kind of the industry shutting down. I felt like this is the perfect time to get my foot in the door and to really just, bam, start fresh and just, I don't know, just kind of relearn everything again. I'd continuously been practicing throughout quarantine, but I really just wanted to start the new year off right. And so, yeah, I signed up. So after I signed up, I got, you know, confirmation emails, and they gave us literally a written out schedule, which is awesome. They were really on top of their stuff. It wasn't all over the place. It wasn't like, oh yeah, wait, let's do this. Oh wait, this is, no. The first day you go over basics. So they start by, you know, really just telling you, okay, before you even do anything, you got to be in your body. So they taught us warm-ups to get the voice going, to get the body going, because that all has to be connected before you even walk into a room to audition. So I really liked that they started with that, because it really just helps you get in the proper mindset of how you have to go at things. So they also begin by telling you, everything you'll need for self-taping. They tell you, to get a backdrop, to get proper lighting, to invest in a good camera if you're not using your phone, or to have like a little lavalier microphone to help you out. Things that you need in order to make good quality self-tapes. Great quality self-tapes, actually. They also talk about headshots. Headshots are so important, guys. It's literally like, I don't want to say it's even more important than your slate, but it kind of is. Because before they even watch a video, they see your headshot. It's the first impression. Your headshot not only has to be a clear representation of who you are, but like, it's also that you're auditioning for a particular part. It has to kind of echo of like, what you're auditioning for. But the thing that's really great about this program, they explain to you how you can take a selfie headshot to look professional until you're able to, get your actual legitimate professional headshot. They tell you to stand against a blank wall, and they tell you the colors to wear. They tell you, how to have the lighting, good natural lighting. So they'll help you out with that. If you can't afford to get professional headshots, that second, or, if you're having your headshot for the showcase, it's good to just have that. So just to have something. And to also, help set up your online auditioning profiles, to have your Actors Access account, your Backstage account, and all those really great sites to help you get out there. The next thing they talked about was slating. Slating is so important. I don't know where the confusion became that with slating, it has to be so monotone and strict. No, that's boring. No one wants that. It's like you want to show your personality. You want to show you. So why would you just go hi, my name is Noelle, I'm from New Jersey, and I'm blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't hire me. That's boring. Be yourself. Be yourself. That is so key. And make your personality show. Because, and I agree with them 100%, they said you could be a great actor, but if your personality sucks, and this is when I say this is mostly for actors that are not discovered or haven't had their big break yet. It's different when you're a celebrity and they know how you act, even if your personality ain't that great. But if you're a really great actor, they'll be okay, we'll accept it, whatever, because they're an A-list actor and they're really good. But when you're a nobody, or you're just starting out, your personality is everything. If you're a miserable human being, no one's gonna want you there. No one's gonna want to work with you. So personality, be genuine, be kind, but don't be phony. If you're actually not a good person, before you decide to become an actor, maybe work on yourself first, because I can't tell you how much of just being a good person and charisma and being empathetic will help you as an actor. It will help you as a human being too, but it really helps you as an actor. So focus on that first. If that's something that you struggle with, not so much being shy. It's okay to be shy. You could be shy and you could still be empathetic and nice and sweet and kind. It's a balance. So really make sure you have that, under control and in your grasp, because it'll really, really help you. So after we talked about slates and, just having yourself aligned mentally and physically and being in the right headspace, we then started by talking about commercial copy. What was really great about this program too, that I forgot to mention earlier, when you do sign up, they have a request that you have an item. They prefer something with a label, such as Coca-Cola or a granola bar, or just something that's well known that you normally see a lot of commercials for. And they give you a 2-liner of something I think it was something this is delicious. So they want you to take a bite or a drink and then go, this is delicious, you know, however you say your line. It's just delicious. So I did mine and I got really great feedback. They said, you know, personality was great, presence was great. I didn't make, you know, myself the star. I made the product the star. And it was fun. It was like, it was really the first time getting back in front of the camera. You guys will also be learning, you know, how to properly format your own resume. Even if, you know, you have no training, they will tell you how to do it to make it look stand out. And let me just tell you, you don't need a big fat resume. Even though you might hear some professionals saying so, you really don't. It's one of those things, guys, where some will say this and some will say this, and there's no right or wrong answer. But yeah, so that's kind of what the first day really focuses on, is commercial read and all that juicy stuff, and even going deeper and deeper into the content. All right, segment 2. Now, the next day, you will be learning your scene breakdown, how to read a script, how to break down a scene. And this is a really important day. It's really, really great. The job of an actor is to tell a story. You are being someone. You know, you're not just being an angry teenager. You're angry because, you know, you have a backstory. Your parents are fighting. Your parents are getting divorced. You know, you get bullied at school. There's always a backstory. So this lesson that we learned on the second day, super important. They started off with the first day because they did say, you know, it is a lot easier to get into commercial first than it is, you know, for TV and film. It's just kind of the way it goes. It's not how it goes for everyone. There's most certainly been people, you know, that have just broken out into a TV or movie or whatever, but it is genuinely a path that a lot of actors start doing commercial work and like voiceover work, and then they work their way up to, you know, a TV show or a movie or whatnot. So after you learn everything about, you know, how to do a commercial read and how to break down a scene and how to perform a scene, they then give you a choice. I think it was between like 3 to 4 commercial copies and like 3 to 4 scenes, and they have it broken down like into different age groups, because the thing about this program is that it's for all age groups. You know, it's really nice because you get to see people of all different levels. And I actually want to point that out before we go on. If you're contemplating on doing this course because you think, you know, you're too experienced, or, you know, you're like, well, I'm a beginner. It's for everyone. It's for both beginners that feel like, you know, they want to break into Hollywood and they really need that starting spot and they don't really know where to begin. This is a really great spot to start. It's also really great if you're an experienced actor and you need, you know, a little refresher course and you kind of just want to get back into the game by starting with the basics. It's great. And the thing, you know, like I said earlier, that I will delve into later on, is that there is a showcase at the end. I will say that because I was the most experienced actor in my class when I took it, you know, I was the only one that had a proper backdrop. I had my, you know, blue screen, gray screen. I had all my proper lighting. I had my, I think they call them like the shadow box lights. I always want to call them umbrella lights. I don't know why. And I had my ring light. I had all my lighting properly set up. So that was really great too. Throughout the lessons, they were saying, you know, what the proper setup was of, you know, self-taping, which I'll get to that too. You know, and they're like, you know, oh, Noelle, I see that you have, you know, your setup. You know, they saw my other lights that I wasn't using at that moment. I was like, oh yeah, I said here, and like, here's my ring light like in front of us. And, you know, they saw my blue screen and then I saw my other lights. So that helped me stand out in a really good way. The fact that they saw that I had the proper setup already. They knew, okay, she's like a bit more experienced, or like she knows her shit, you know, she has it together and she knows what she's supposed to do. And so yeah, that kind of gave me a little teacher's pet point, if you will, which it made me feel good, you know. What was really nice too was a lot of the actors that were new, they were reaching out to me and they were like, I don't mean to like bother you, but like, can you help me, you know, like with setup and like, what do I do, you know? And I was like, yeah, like, of course, sure. I'm like, you know, they'll go over it more in class, but I said, you know, it's easy to get, just go on Amazon, go to BH Studios. Like, there's so many different places that you can buy this stuff. And, you know, it's a little bit of an investment, but it's not too bad. And you're going to be using over and over and over again. So it's worthwhile to make good quality self-tapes. So my point to all that is to not worry, like, you know, if you're experienced or you're a beginner, it's for everyone. You're just going to get different things out of it, you know, then maybe, you know, beginners might get something different out of it than the more advanced actors, and that's okay. But no matter what, you're going to get something great out of it, I promise you. So then going back to what we were talking about, they have you pick out a commercial read, copy, and a scene, and a monologue. Now, the thing with all that is they have you prepare a monologue and a commercial read for the showcase. Now, not only are you getting the showcase, you then get the chance to work with and perform in front of a manager. I'm not sure if they pick the same manager every year or industry professional to watch you perform the scene and to work on the scene with, but when I did it, they picked the lovely manager, Dave McEwen. Really, really nice guy. Learned so much from him. He actually used to work at Shirley Grant management company, at her management company. And so yeah, this is Dave McEwen, and he opened his own management company quite recently, which is really, really awesome. And yeah, he was really nice. I learned a lot from him. I do know that he helped start the careers of like the Jonas Brothers, and he also helped start the careers of some Disney Channel stars, including Meg Donnelly, I believe was one too. So yeah, he's so nice, so nice, and he actually selected me to perform my scene for him, which was really, really awesome. I was like, oh, okay, and you know, I did it, and it was great. He actually didn't have any I don't want to say negative feedback, that's not the thing, but he didn't have like any corrections or, you know, improvements. He just said, you don't. It was really good. He said it was really natural. He was engaged, you know, to watching it the whole time. He said that if that were the self-tape that he was like judging upon for, you know, to sign me for, you know, to be represented by him, he said he would offer me a contract on the spot. I was like, little bit of a moment of like, oh my God. You know, it's an exciting moment. So yeah, it really made me feel good. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling like this program has really been worth it so far. So all good things so far. And so then, you know, he goes over even further of like how to really break down a scene. And he really got into the nitty gritty too of like character analysis, which I thought was so awesome. And, you know, you'll learn so much from that too. So, okay, that alone, guys, is 3 days of like so much material. So, you know, after you learn all this amazing material, you are instructed about how the showcase will go down. Don't be scared. Honestly, I don't know if it's because I've been doing this for, you know, quite some time now. I'm not as scared as I used to be of casting directors and agents and managers. I don't know if it's because I've spoken to a lot of them over the years and they're like, don't be afraid of us. Like, we're people. We're like you. And it's like, oh yeah, like, why am I scared? Just have fun with it. Be respectful. Be you. Do the work, show up, and you'll be fine. I think that's the thing. Like, half the time, I feel like actors get nervous is because they don't feel prepared. If you're prepared and you have a great personality and you're having fun and you give it your best, guys, like, there's nothing to be worried about. So what they tell you, you know, for the showcase to obviously be memorized. Guys, it's not a requirement to be memorized, but I can't tell you, especially when you have time to prepare, just be memorized. It will help you out so much. It gives such a great first impression. Like, she's got her shit together. I know that, you know, if they book a TV show, when they book a TV show or a movie or commercial, their lines are going to be memorized. They're going to know what they're doing. I'm not going to have to be worried like, oh, did they not do what they were supposed to? So memorize your lines. When you do have a virtual showcase, it's cool, guys. It's cool. It's over Zoom. You know, it used to be in person. I don't know if they're ever going to resume it in person. I'm sure they will, but because of, you know, quarantine, they couldn't do that. So yeah, it was just, honestly, it was a Zoom call. I waited in the waiting room until they selected me because you have a specific appointment time. And yeah, I think there was like 5, 6 industry professionals in the room. And it's actually where I met my new representation, my manager that I am with. So guys, it's amazing. You show up and you just show who you are, and there's nothing to worry about, honestly. It was such a great opportunity for me. I learned so much, and, you know, I found my new representation through it, and we clicked like that. It was amazing. After you have the showcase, they do tell you, you know, if you receive a callback. I don't know why I went callback, because what I'm saying by callback is if you will then have a interview with who decided to call you back. You know, you can get called back by all of the agents and managers that were at the showcase. You could get called back by one, and you know, sometimes you don't get called back by any. And guys, that's okay. This is the thing, if you don't get signed, it's not the end of the world. You still have so much going for you, and you have this whole journey in front of you that's going to happen and unveil. I just want to tell you guys that. Like, don't freak out. This isn't the end. I can't tell you how many people, you know, have done it, the whole program and the showcase, and they didn't get signed, and they didn't get an interview, you know, a callback, and they were so bummed. Let me just say this. You know this girl right here, and you know this name. She did this program twice. She did not get signed the first time. She did the program, and, you know, she was new to acting, and it didn't happen. You know, Dascha was heartbroken when she didn't get signed. But it's okay, because the second time around, you know, she didn't have to take the whole intensive again. She just did the showcase, because you're allowed to do that after you take it once. She got signed by Dave the second time. She came back the second time. Once you complete, like, the course, the intensive, you don't have to do it again if you don't want. You could just pay to do the showcase, which I think is a really awesome thing, because, you know, if you don't get signed the first time around, or, you know, you do get signed and it just doesn't work out with the agent or manager, you can come back and do it again and perform again. And it's another chance, another opportunity, which I think is so great. You know, after I had my showcase, I got the email that I had gotten a call back, and I was so excited, you know, and I went and did my interview, and I was offered, you know, a contract and representation. So it was so awesome, guys. Like, it was such a great experience. And, you know, it really gave me kind of a boost of like, okay, I'm ready to go get it. Like, I know what I want to do. I know what I want to audition for. It was just really great. And, you know, like I said, my manager and I, we clicked like that. She's amazing. She submits me for everything. You know, I've gotten so many auditions. I've gotten so many commercial auditions, voiceover, you know, some TV and film stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, it's been great. Just even in the experience alone of getting to audition and, you know, becoming a regular auditioning actor, it's a great feeling. So, you know, it's possible. And just be proud of yourself, like, especially if you're new to this, like, the fact that you showed up, you did the work, you put your best foot forward, and you're having fun, like, what more can anyone ask from you? And, I mean, guys, especially, okay, just give yourselves a pat on the motherfucking back, okay? Especially if you got a call back and you're brand new to this. Do you know how many actors are out there right now, like, professional, like, studying method actors that can't even get an interview with an agent or manager? It's so hard. It's a really hard thing to do, so be proud of yourself if you got that call back, and even just for completing the showcase, and if you didn't get a call back yet, because they now know you. That's the beauty of this, and that's what I want to tell you guys. You now have that advantage that these managers and these agents know who you are. You want to make sure they remember who you are. If you don't get that call back, it's okay. You're going to keep working. You're going to get professional headshots. You're going to work on some monologues and scenes. You're going to do everything that you need to bulk up that resume. And you are going to email them. You are going to stay in touch. You're going to be like, you know, I don't know if you remember me, but I performed for you at the BIH, the Break Into Hollywood live showcase. And, you know, this was the feedback I got from you. And, you know, I want to let you know what I've been doing and how I've been improving. There's a chance they might respond. I am going to say, you know, there's a chance they might not. A great chance, because, you know, agent managers are so busy to begin with as it is. You know, they have so many clients that they're already putting their energy into. So then for them, you know, to be worrying about cold submissions, it's a lot. But take that chance, because they might answer, and it might help you get your foot into that door even more. All I have to say, guys, is 100%, 111%, I give this program a rating of a 10 out of 10. I recommend it to you. You should do this program, especially, you know, if you feel like there's no other way for you to get into the industry, if you're feeling stuck or lost, do it. If you feel like you need a refresher course and you just need that chance to have that live showcase to get that representation, do it. Also show your parents this video. If you feel like, you know, you're not getting the support you need, it's okay. You just need to believe in yourself. Don't worry about who doesn't believe in you, or the haters, or the naysayers. They don't matter. And you're going to have a lot of them. You want to know why? Because you're talented and you're successful. And you got to ignore those people. I hate to say it when you're really spreading your wings. A lot of people aren't going to maybe believe in you, and you can't let that get to you. because that's not your problem, it's their problem. You know, if you can't afford this intensive on your own, because it is a little expensive, you know, but it's well worth it. Like, we were comparing it to, you know, a lot of other things, because let me tell you, by the time you take just a class on, you know, character analysis, script breakdown, proper self-tape submissions, just, you know, audition technique, all these different courses, you know, and then you got a live showcase, and then you're just working with, you know, an agent or casting director, whoever, one-on-one. Oh my God, it's well over $1,000. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. This industry is expensive, so don't just like throw your money at any opportunity that presents itself. Do the research, know what you're getting into. Don't go to something that requires $50,000, okay? That's fucking insane. No one should be doing that to you. That's a ripoff, and that's, I'm sorry, that's some shady shit, and that shouldn't be allowed. It's disgusting. But you know, if you need the help, you don't have the money, show this video to your parents. Show it to whoever you need to. You know, if you need help with some money, or you know, you're trying to convince your parents you want to be an actor, you know, if you're underage and you need some of the financial help, or, you know, you just need the support if you're underage, whatever, show them this video. Explain to them. Write down the key points. Mom, Dad, I want to do this because blah, 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 blah. You get to learn this, you get to learn this, you get to learn this, you're meeting this person, this person is only costing this, where it's like, all this would really cost this much. I know that was a lot I just said, but do that. Use this video, use it to your advantage. I did it so that you guys have something to go back to, so that you know what this program is about. Now you know, that you know what you're getting into and what it involves. And like I said, I didn't even go into like the super nitty gritty details. I just gave you guys like a basic outline, but you have this opportunity. Take it, do it. Make industry connections. I can't tell you how important that is. A lot of people think, you know, it's about getting an agent, getting a manager, that's it. Nuh-uh. Girl, this is just the first step. This is just the first step of your career. You get that agent or manager, you have to continuously keep proving yourself as to why you deserve to be represented. And I know that sounds kind of bitchy, but I don't mean it in that way. There's so many actors out there. There's so many actors that want an agent or a manager, or both. There's limited slots. You need to prove, when you're new, especially guys, that you're worthy of it, that you're working hard. You need to show up. You need to do the work. Have fun with it. And I don't want to scare you guys with it. You know, guys, and this is just the first step of your career. You know, getting the representation, it's just the first step. There's so much more than that. But focus on it a step at a time. You know, you do the class, you do the intensive, you learn the basics, you get comfortable with the situation, you perform in front of the live showcase, and if you get a callback, amazing. If you get a callback and you don't get signed, it's okay too. There's going to be another chance. You can retake it. You get a callback and you get signed, congratulations. That is so awesome, and I'm so happy for you. You don't get a callback, it's okay. There will be so many opportunities. Like we said, you could redo this again, and you will not regret it, guys. You gotta just keep going. You gotta just keep going. You can't give up just because there was one no. The Goo said a beautiful, beautiful quote saying that there are 200 no's for every yes. So you might get 200 no's. And there's that one yes. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It has been such a pleasure getting to talk about this again, to kind of relive my memories of what it was all about, and you know, what I learned, and the amazing people I met along the way, and now I have these great relationships. So do not miss out on this opportunity. Absolutely sign up. I give it a 10 out of 10 rating, 111% yes to do it. You won't regret it. It is worth it. Put in the dedication, have fun, show up, be prepared, but nothing to worry about. Enjoy it. This is your career. No one is going to stop you. Don't let anyone get in that pretty little head of yours. And just keep moving forward. I love you, I believe in you, and you got this.